as we now turn our attention and the entertainment does not stop as we start the Gow-Gates Insurance CCI4 Star Long. Great to have Lisa here from Gow-Gates, wonderful supporters of us here at Wallaby Hill. And the first rider out is Olympian Stuart Tinney, riding Leporis, sitting in third place, clear cross country, 29 penalty points in the dressage. And the first of our riders, the first of two rides for this man, Stuart Tinney. Mm. 68.67. Nerves of Steel holds under the time allowed. Boy, it was a late rail at 7C. I checked with the grand jury. They are going to award it 4 jumping penalties, no time penalties, a total of 4 to complete the 3 phases on 33 penalties for Stuart Tinney and at Leporis, which does mean Emma Mason and Warrego Marco Polo could climb up to third place with a clear round. That's to come a little bit later on. We now go to number 2 in the draw, number 150, Courtney Slattery, Rocky Road, carrying 56.9 penalties to the final phase. Well, the 3 rails down there for Courtney Slattery and Rocky Road, 12 jumping penalties, no time, a total of 12, 63.97, giving us a 67.9 after the 3 phases. Gordon Bishop now makes his way into the arena, riding Advantage Hill. 55.1 penalties coming into this third and final phase of the Gow-Gates Insurance CCI 4-Star Long. 63.49 the time taken, 63.49. The 2 rails down, 8 jumping penalties at no time. That's certainly well under that, 63.49, a total of 8. Putting them on a total of 55 and 63.1. If I could do my maths correctly, 63.1. For Gordon Bishop and Advantage Hill. Sarah Clarke now, LV Balou Jeanz, carrying 36.3 penalties into this final phase of the Gow-Gates Insurance CCI 4-star long. Oh, 2 rails down, he tried his heart out. What a horse. LV Balou Jeanz, Sarah Clarke, 8 jumping penalties, no time penalties, 68.08. 8 jumping, and that will give us 44.3 for Sarah Clarke and LV Balou Jeanz. As we now welcome out of the Heath Ryan stables from up there at Newcastle, Cathryn Herbert, riding Femme de Renaissance. This is carrying 35. Not at Heath's anymore. There you go. You live and learn every day. I've been out of the game for 9 months, and that's what happens when you go on a COVID break. Cathryn Herbert carrying 35.7 penalty points coming into this final race. 2.8 penalties added to their dressage score. $63.70. Just the 1 rail down, 4 jumping penalties. 35.7 after cross country, 39.7 penalties after the 3 phases of competition for Cathryn Herbert, Femme de Renaissance. At this stage of the competition, reverse seeded order, we have seen Stuart Tinney, our 3rd place getter, drop a rail, so now carrying 33 penalties. Still to come, Megan Jones, Heath Ryan, Emma Mason, Stuart Tinney and Shane Rose. Shane is our current leader, carrying 26.6 penalties. But now we welcome out from South Australia, rider number 146, Olympian Megan Jones, Kirby Park Impress, carrying 35.6 penalties into the final round. Third after dressage, 6.8 penalties on time added from cross country. Kirby Park Impress, Megan Jones on course. Oh, unfortunately, the Gow-Gates fence falls to the ground, 67.94. Add that to the 4 faults added at 4A. 8 jumping penalties to Kirby Park Impress, Megan Jones. 43.6, which means Cathryn Herbert, with just 1 rail down, will climb up 1 point on 1 placing on the leaderboard at this stage, with just 4 horses and riders left to go in this competition. As we said earlier, Shane Rose is our leader, 26.6. Stuart, Tinney, Emma Mason and Heath Ryan will be next out into the arena. Equi ratings did have our competition outright leaders in Stuart, Tinney and Shane Rose on day 1. This horse was certainly sitting there, one of the younger horses in this competition, Bronze Boy with Heath Ryan at the helm. Great dressage of 29.9, just 4.8 penalties meant he held his 5th place, coming home from cross country to come on to the final phase, carrying 34.7 penalty points. Heath Ryan, Bronze Boy are next out into the arena. Oh, what a shame. The treble can cause us heartache. It's done that to Heath. 12 penalties at 1 fence, 16 in total. 65.75 will move him down the leaderboard with 16 penalties. 50.7 after the 3 phases of competition. Next out into the arena, we welcome Emma Mason, and Emma carrying just 0.4 of a time penalty from their dressage score of 32.4 to be on 32.8. This horse owned by the Marco Polo Syndicate and ridden by Emma Mason. Currently in 4th place. A clear round will move them up to 3rd. Safely over the last, 67.33, 67.33. The 2 rails down, 8 jumping penalties, no time penalties, 40.8, 40.8. So Cathryn Herbert now pulls herself up into 4th place at this stage. Stuart Tinney holding on to 3rd with 2 horses and riders left to go. Equi Ratings had an equal bet going into the competition on Friday. Can he take the win? A clear round is what's required. Second last rider to make their way into the arena. He's been at the sport for a number of years now. It's one of our institutional riders. Stuart Tinney, Celebration, 27.3 penalties. One of only 3 horses, 2 riders to go clear on cross country. Can he put a clear round on the board and keep the pressure on Shane Rose? Stuart Tinney, Celebration, on course. Oh, what a ride. You don't spend 30 plus years at the top of the sport without being a master. 67.55. What a great ride. Stuart Tinney, no jumping penalties, no time penalties, no penalties to be added to his dressage score of 27.3 to complete the 3 phases, currently in 2nd place. He has kept the pressure right on this man. There is 1.3 penalties between the 2 of them. 26.6 penalties. Shane Rose, easy turn. Led after the dressage when Adelaide Hill retired. Just 1.6 penalties added from cross country. 26.6 penalties. Must jump clear. Shane Rose, easy turn. 66.12. People of Wallaby Hill, put your hands together one more time for Shane Rose. Easy Turn wins the Gow-Gates Insurance CCI 4-star competition. 26.6 penalties coming into the final phase will complete their round on that score. Just 1.6 penalties added to their score after the show jump, after the dressage leg has led from start to finish. Well done, Easy Turn and Shane Rose. Well, do stick with us. Presentation still to come in a couple of minutes' time. And take this opportunity to thank everyone for coming today. It's been a wonderful competition. We look forward to seeing you back here in February for the extravaganza, which will, I'm sure, be another wonderful event.